wanted us to draw the front yard. And then now you want the whole entire property?
Nope, staying with the front yard.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I apologize for anybody who's going to watch this recording. I didn't realize it wasn't recording. I thought I hit recording, and I just saw it when Larry raised his hand on here. So for those of you who are watching the recording, I apologize on that. It may have been recording number 2, because I thought I started it right away on the session, and maybe when I was messing around with YouTube, it stopped by itself, because I'm pretty sure I hit start recording at the very beginning before I even started talking to you. So for those of you watching the recording, this may be the first part, or it might be the second part. And I'm just going to go over really quick. Please, everybody in attendance today, please just bear with me. So we talked about any questions on site plans, and then we went into talking about the YouTube I made on talking about having 2 different projects, how to submit the sheet requirements for 2 separate projects. So that YouTube is posted. It's also under packet 3, a link in packet 3 under video links on there, so you can watch that. And then we just talked about the final project. I'm going to call them soft dates. They are dates just to keep you on track for the final project, and that was sent out as a announcement yesterday. You should have received an email with that information as well. So those are the 2 things that were covered in this class so far. And I'm sorry, I apologize. I just have to see that on there. Javier says, what page was the drain lines? I'm trying to find it. And Javier, I apologize. I don't have my book with me. I thought it was in chapter 5 somewhere, but I might be off on that. You can look at the table of contents, and James, if you happen to know the page number on that, yeah, it's the one with site plan. So Javier, look in the table of contents for site plans. And I don't have a book in my office either. What a terrible instructor. So, and I don't have that memorized yet. So take a look at that, Javier. If you can't find it, just send me an email. Your book is upstairs. Yeah, I know. It's James. Yeah, I know how that goes. All right. Anything else on the stuff we covered? Brian says, is hand drafting the 2-point view an option? The reason I stopped, Brian, I was going to say absolutely not. You have to do it in CAD. But if you look at some of the examples, if you Google 2-point perspective, landscape 2-point perspective, you'll get some hand drawings, quite a few hand drawings actually in there. Brian, is that where you were going with that? Because you've seen a lot of that? Or is it just something you prefer? Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Great question. I'm thinking, Brian, and for the rest of you. Hand drawing 2-point perspective can be just almost as complicated. You can make it look a lot prettier. Wow. Great question, Brian. Thanks for making my day. Oh, what the heck. Yes, a good 2-point perspective for presentation for a cover sheet. So how are you going to incorporate that in your sheet set? Because we will have a submission of the sheet set, Brian. How are you going to get the hand drawing into your sheet set? You have because I don't think you have a scanner for 8.5 by 11. Scan to PDF. But it has to be on a D sheet. I don't think you have a D sheet that would. I know what you could do, Brian. Javier found it. Okay. Javier, what page was that on? Just for everybody else. Page 7. All right. I was way off. Thank you, Javier. Appreciate that. Brian, I just thought of something. So you're talking about scanning, but you can't scan a D sheet because you have to have a complete sheet set. Brian, you follow me on that? You have a complete sheet set of a D sheet. So you might want to experiment with this. I haven't done this before, but I just thought of this. Okay, this is a long shot, Brian. And for anybody else who might be thinking along these lines, and maybe somebody can come up with a better technology. I'm just thinking off the top of my head on this. So if you draw that, take a picture of it on your phone or whatever, import it as a JPEG. I think you can do this. Import it as a JPEG into CAD, scale it, like everybody else is going to take a picture and scale it. If you can do that, then you can get it on the D sheet. That will work, if that will work. Yeah, Brian, what you do a sketch on a 8.5 by 11, whatever sheet you have. Take a picture of it, and just take the picture. Yeah, just take a picture of it and see. And before you get too far into it, see if that will work. Because any of you thinking about, I will let a hand drawing, 2-point perspective hand drawing be accepted instead of a CAD 2-point perspective. But you have to have one of them. Fully rendered, the wow factor, doesn't matter which one. But if you're thinking about doing the hand drawing, you might want to experiment before you get too far into it, because you have to have it. It's not a way out. If you come up to the last day, the 15th, and say, oh, it's not working, sorry. You have to have that cover sheet. Or if you don't want to turn it in, that's just minus 100 points. So some of you can afford 100 points. You know, so a lot of you are rich. So, but anyway, that is a requirement. So Brian, if you do want to try that, mess with it, see if that works, and then you might want to pass that on to the rest of the class if you don't mind. Good question, Brian. Anything else out there? Brian says, cool, cool, double cool. Larry says, can you buy points? No, you can't buy points, Larry. There's extra credit for free. All right. Anything else? All right. So just about 1:30, just about time I wanted to finish for lecture. And the rest of the time is going to be lab. There will be no second lecture today. I will not be available for about another hour, but I will get home and get online, get logged into Blackboard Collaborate, and be there available for any problems or questions that you might have. All right. All right. All right. I will see you all in about an hour. If I don't talk to you in about an hour, have a great weekend. Enjoy. And I will try to answer all emails by Friday, probably Friday by 12 noon, if not a little bit later maybe. But anything after Friday, by Friday morning, it better be short, and maybe I'll pick it up on my phone, maybe or maybe not, depending on how much work is planned for me around the house this weekend. All right, I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.